So we're going to do simplifying and stating restrictions for rational expressions. Okay, so we have this question here. We're multiplying these rational expressions. We're going to have to state restrictions, and we're going to have to factor in order to simplify. Okay, so the very top, we have a quadratic on top of this fraction, and another quadratic on the bottom, quadratic on the top, and another quadratic on the bottom. So we're going to factor each of them. I guess we'll give them colors. So this one is the first guy, a squared plus 5a minus 14. So factors of a, what are they?
1a and 1a.
Yeah, and factors of 14?
1, 14, 2 and 7.
Good. Okay, and their products need to add up to what?
5.
Positive 5a, that's right. So, what are we going to use?
You're going to do, so the 2 and the 7.
Yep.
I guess a minus 2a plus 7.
Yeah, that's right. So this needs to be minus, and the way we check is positive 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. So we know that works. Because the first terms are the same, we don't have to worry about what bracket we put them in. So a minus 2, a plus 7. So we got the first guy. Factor the second guy here. A squared plus 8a minus 7. All right, let's do this one quickly. So we know we have 1a, and 7 is a prime number. Okay, works out pretty good because we know we got to get positive 8a. These are our only options: 1a, 7a, and they both got to add, so they both need to be positive. A plus 1, a plus 7. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the third guy here. There's a whole lot of them, eh? 2a minus 4a plus 4. So a squared. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, a squared minus 4a plus 4. Minus 4a plus 4. Same idea. 1a, 1a, 1 and 4, 2 and 2. Do you know which one we're going to use?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Okay. Just gotta go to, oops.
Oh, are they both negative?
Let's see, we'd have 2a and 2a. If we add them together to get negative 4, what do we need? Yeah, they both need to be negative, so we're using these two columns. Okay. So we're going to have a minus 2. And again, because they're both negative, negative times a negative is a positive, so we know that works. And in fact, it's actually a minus 2 and a minus 2. What's another way I can write this?
A minus 2 squared.
Yeah, good. Okay, so that's probably how they're going to want it. And finally, the last one we'll do here in black. 3a squared minus 6a. So 3a squared minus 6a. Okay, how do I factor this?
3a bracket
Yeah.
a minus 2.
Yeah, that's right. We took the greatest common factor out. That's the first thing we need to do. We took the GCF out. So essentially we divided each of these terms by 3a and made it the common factor. We took it to the outside, and that's what we're left with. So let's rewrite after all of that what we've done. So I'm going to zoom out just a little. Entire page up. No, that's too far. Okay, so when we go to rewrite this whole question here, all right, the first one we dealt with was what we did in red. So at the top we're going to have a minus 2, a plus 7, divided by, and that was the part we did in blue, which is a plus 1, yeah, and a plus 7. Okay, so a plus 1, a plus 7, and it's multiplied by what we did in green on top, which is a minus 2 squared, which is then divided by what we did finally in black, which is 3a, a minus 2. Okay, so now that I've factored everything, what's very important here is I actually have to state my restrictions. Okay, so in order to state my restrictions, I'm going to highlight, because it's multiplication, we only got to deal with the bottoms of the fractions, right? When we state our restrictions. There's actually 1, 2, 3, and this is actually considered a restriction 2. We're going to have to find. So 4 different restrictions we need to find. We're going to set each of these equal to 0. I'll do it in red quickly. So a plus 1. And the reason we set it equal to 0 is because we know the bracket can't be 0. If it is 0, when I go to multiply, the bottom of my fraction will be 0 and it won't make sense. Is that right? Okay, good. So a plus 1 cannot equal 0. A plus 7 cannot equal 0. 3a cannot equal 0. And a minus 2 cannot equal 0. So in other words, what these say is a cannot be negative 1. A cannot be negative 7. What about this one?
A can equal 0.
Yeah, that's right. Because when we divide 0 by 3, we still get 0. And a cannot be positive 2. So there's all of our restrictions. We have 4 of them. And then finally, with that, I'm going to start eliminating things. Okay? So what can we simplify here? Cross them out in blue.
Of the two a plus 7s.
Yeah, a plus 7 and a plus 7. They can cancel out.
A minus 2, a minus 2.
Okay, so a minus 2, a minus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, so now when I go to rewrite this, extend this page a bit, what we're left with, we crossed out everything in blue. On top we have a minus 2 squared divided by, I'm just going to move the 3a to the front. 3a, a plus 1. Good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Entire page. It's quite a bit of work. So I kind of worked halfway through it. I want you to tell me what you did. So what do we do with this one in red?
Okay, difference of squares,
Yep.
so it's 1 plus x, 1 minus x.
Good. The second one.
That one's already factored, so you leave it.
Good. Third one.
That one is the same as the first one, so 1 plus x, 1 minus x.
Good. And
that one, you can take x out of it, so then it comes to be x bracket 1 plus x.
and what's that type of factoring called when you took that x out? What's this stand for? Oops.
Greatest common factor.
Yeah, GCF. Very common factor. Good. So we rewrote them. And what was key? What did this start as? What type of question was it? We have two fractions. What did we have to do with both of them?
Factor them.
Yeah, and what else?
Divide.
Divide. So because it's division, what did you do down here?
Oh, I flipped the second fraction, so it could be multiplication.
Yeah, so what was supposed to be on the bottom here now became the top,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa. You made it a multiplication question. Good. So what did you say your next step was?
Oh, find restrictions.
Okay, what do I have to find restrictions of?
The bottom two and the second top.
Why the second top?
Because that was originally a denominator.
Yeah, good. So how many things do I got to find restrictions of? We got 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
yes, 5 different ones. So what do I set them equal to figure out the restrictions?
Yeah.
So x, read it. Tell me which one, what would they read?
Okay, x cannot equal negative 1.
Good. That was this one here.
X cannot equal 0.
So you jumped right ahead? Or did you jump up here?
Oh, down there. I think it's x. Oh, for all three, isn't it x cannot equal 0?
For this one, and this one?
Yeah.
Actually, in each of these, if x is 0, I can't write it as 0 like that, but that's fine. I'll just erase it.
Oh, wait.
If this is 0, what's 1 plus 0? So
1.
that's 0. Yeah. So does it make the bottom of the fraction 0 then? Because remember, the restriction, whatever it is, we know the bottom of our fraction. Okay. In this fraction, whatever these numbers are, we'll say y divided by x. The restriction is x cannot be 0. We got to make sure the bottom of the fraction doesn't equal 0. So because we're multiplying the two of these, we know that the bracket itself can't be equal to 0. So this one, you're right. This is negative 1. Let's go in order. What about this one?
Would it be...
What would make that 0?
Negative 1?
Yep. So we already got that.
Right.
What about this one?
Positive 1?
Yeah, that's right. X cannot be positive 1. How about the one on top?
Negative 1.
Already got it. What about this guy here?
0.
Yeah, that's right. X just cannot be 0 on that one. So we have how many restrictions?
3.
Good. Now what?
Now cancel things.
Okay, so let's cancel.
1 plus x.
On top?
Yes.
Okay, and what?
And below it.
Okay. Now they're in a different order. Did it matter?
No.
No, why not?
Because it's all multiplication.
Okay. What's the sign in front of the x here?
Oh, wait.
See how this said 1 plus x and x plus 1?
Yeah.
Can I cancel them out?
No.
You sure?
No.
What if I rearranged it? Let's say I did the bottom. Remember I said x plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
If I rearranged it, is x positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So this would, if I rearrange it, be what? 1 plus x. Same thing. Right. Okay. Just got to make sure of the sign in front of whatever number you're looking at or variable. Right. So that was right. We got that there.
Okay.
What else?
1 minus x.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 minus x. Good.
And then 1 plus x again on top and bottom.
Yeah.
And then the answer is x.
Very good. So our simplified version of this is the only thing left is x.
I was way off.
Okay. Same type of question? Talk to me about what we got to do first.
Yes. Factor.
Okay, so let's work with the first guy.
So that's not factored yet, is it?
Is it?
Do you have to go x minus 4, and then expand?
Would that be factoring then?
No.
That'd be called what?
Expanding.
Expanding. So what do we?
So you don't do that? Or do you do that?
No, we don't need to do that.
Oh, okay.
Right? That'd be the opposite. Expanding and simplifying, or sorry, expanding and factoring are opposite.
That's
right?
what I did here.
So there you go. We are already factored. So the top of this is already 2x minus 4 squared. That guy's already done.
Okay.
What about the bottom guy here?
Okay. X plus 1, x plus 5.
Oh, is that what you got? X plus... Here, let me quickly think. 1 and 5, you said?
Yeah.
Is that what you got? That would give me 1x and 5x. Yeah. Oh, wow, you're fast. Good. X plus 1, x plus 5. Good.
Okay.
Third guy here.
Take 5 out. So 5 bracket x plus 1.
Yep, so we take a common factor out. So we have 5 bracket x plus 1. Good. This is getting a little confusing the way I've ordered this. And 4. What's that?
Difference of squares.
Yes, good. This is a difference of squares.
So it's 2 plus x, 2 minus x.
Good. Done. Okay. So the way we had set it up is the red one was going to be on top. So that was already done. It was 2x minus 4 squared, right? On the bottom we had, what color? Was it blue? Oh yeah, it was blue. Okay. So we had x plus 1, x plus 5. What did you say it was, times?
Yeah.
The blue? Nope, the green. There you go. Thank goodness I color coded. I get all lost. There you go. And 2 plus x, 2 minus x. All right. So what I gotta do now?
Restrictions.
Of what?
The 2 denominators. So, x cannot equal negative 1.
Yeah, that's right. I'll go for this one.
Negative 5.
Yeah, this one.
Negative 2.
And
Positive 2.
good. So we have negative 1, negative 5, negative 2, and positive 2 are restricted. Great. Now what?
Cancel out. Oh, we can't.
Nothing?
No, yes, x plus 1.
Yeah, that's right. X plus 1 and x plus 1 go away. Okay. Anything else we can do here? We do have to simplify.
Do you cross these out? Because they like...
2 bottoms?
Yeah, because it's like 2 plus x, 2 minus x.
No, because when we expand them, remember, they make this.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we can't just cross them out. Okay. So there isn't really much we could do with that, but this is a multiplication question. So we're multiplying our fractions, right? So I'm going to multiply the bottoms. I just literally rewrite them.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have, rewrite on my brackets. While I do this, what's going to happen to the top?
Oh, you can do 5 times 2. So
Good.
that's and bracket x minus 4 squared.
Yep. That's it. We got our restrictions. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do. What is going on here? Example 4.
Okay. So, start with the multiplication?
Yeah.
Or we'll start with factoring everything?
Yeah, that's a great idea. So, color code it. We'll try as best we can.
Okay. Can we think?
I'll rewrite it for you. Don't be afraid to write things out. What are the factors of x squared?
1x and 1x.
6?
1 and 6, 2 and 3.
Good. Our product needs to add up to what?
Negative 5.
So what are we going to use?
Oh, okay. You're going to do negative 6 and 1.
Okay, I'm going to try negative 6 and 1. Positive 1.
Yeah.
So we get 1x and negative 6x. Remember, I got to tell you, what's the one thing we got to check? What's negative 6 times plus 1?
Never mind. I take it back.
Yeah.
So 2, 3.
This is 2x, 3x. And if they're
both
both
negative.
Yeah. If they're both negative, we multiply two negatives and we get a positive answer. So we know that'll work. So we throw those in brackets. X minus 2, x minus 3. There's our first one. Second one, what is that?
Difference of squares.
Okay.
X plus 1, x plus 2. Or minus 2?
Minus 2?
1.
Yes, there you go. Difference of squares. Done. I'm going to try to fit 3 in this row here. Let's do that one. 3. X. That's 5. Factors of the first.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
1 and 5.
Good.
So negative.
That would be negative 4, right? So we got 1x and 5x when we multiply. Which one has to be negative?
The 5?
Yeah, that's right. So we go to put in brackets, we get x minus 5, x plus 1. Okay, done that. Alright, row 2. I guess we'll keep the color coding. We'll call this number 4 instead. X squared minus 4. So x squared minus 4, what type is that?
Difference of squares.
So we get x
plus 2, x minus 2.
Good. Number 5.
Keep it the same.
Ah, that's right. Nothing to do there. And number 6, we got x. 3x plus 2. I'm going to write the factors. Okay? Factors of 1x or x squared or 1x and 1x. 1 and 2. Product needs to add up to 3x. What are we getting here?
X plus 1, x plus 2.
That's right. 1 x plus 2. Okay. So lots of stuff here. I'm going to zoom in a little. So very first one is x minus 2, x minus 3, right? Well, actually, this works out. I think I can see everything here. So top of the first guy is x minus 2, x minus 3. Second guy was in blue, x plus 1, x minus 1, right? So he's at the bottom. Plus 1, x minus 1. It was times. Who's the next one? Top green. So x minus 5, x plus 1. X minus 5, x plus 1. Who's next? I think we did the same order of colors. I think it's red again. Red's the bottom, yeah. Okay, so we can just kind of follow that order. Yeah. Now what do I do? Let's go look at that question.
Flip them now?
Yeah, sure, let's flip it. It's division, so we'll flip it. What do I change this to?
Multiplication sign.
Okay, so what was supposed to go on the bottom?
Oh, x plus 1, x plus 2?
Yep, that's right. So we now put it on the top. X plus 1, x plus 2. And what goes on the bottom?
X minus 1.
There we go. Now just throw some brackets so it doesn't feel left out. Okay. So we got this. Now what do we have to do?
Restrictions.
Of
LX.
what parts of these fractions is it called?
Denominator.
Denominator. Is that it? Of all the denominators?
And the last top
What's that called in a fraction? You know?
one. Numerator.
That's right. So everything highlighted, we need to find restrictions on. So let's quickly go through these. X cannot equal.
-1. +1.
So I'm going to put plus minus 1.
Mhm.
What else?
+-2.
Very good. The next one is just plus minus 2. Plus minus 2.
5.
Just 5? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And on the top there.
-1, we already have it.
Yep.
And 2, we already have it.
Boom. So we got our restrictions. Plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and 5. Now the fun part, getting rid of things. What can we get rid of?
Okay.
Let's start with the first one.
Yeah.
Can I get rid of that?
Yep.
Where is he? Perfect. What about the next guy?
No.
Nope. Next guy.
Yep.
Yep, good. There's the denominator over here. Next guy.
Yes.
Yep. Where is he?
The front.
Yep, very first one. Next guy?
No.
Next guy?
Yes.
Where?
Second denominator.
Good. Okay. So you've done a whole bunch of that. And let's finally rewrite it. So on top we have
x minus 3 times x plus 1 over x minus 1.
good. That's it. A lot of work for only a few things. Let me show the entire page. Lots of restrictions. Lots of work. Lots of factoring. So this question's a little different, right?
Right.
Is it multiplication or division?
No.
So in order to simplify this, we need to get denominators that are the same, right?
Right.
Okay, so what did you tell me I had to do?
So don't factor the top 2 because they're already done.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
So we get or factor the 2 denominators.
Okay, so we have x squared minus 15x. How can I factor that?
You can. It's not difference of squares, right?
No, definitely not a difference of squares.
So greatest common factor.
Yeah, greatest common factor, which is what?
3. Bracket.
Just 3?
Oh, x.
Yeah, 3x. So what does that give us?
2x minus 5.
Good. All right. And the other guy. Is that a difference of squares?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So difference of squares, what do we get?
2 plus 5, 2 minus 5.
2x plus 5. Right? Because we have to multiply the x's to get x squared. 2x minus 5. So now when we go to rewrite this question, we have 7x. I'm just going to do the top ones first and draw the lines in. Divided by. That's okay. And we got, oops, we got 3. Oops, let's get the x in there. 3x times 2x minus 5. And then here we have 2x plus 5. 2x minus 5. Okay. Now what?
Okay. You have to find the common denominator.
Okay. Now if you look at these, there's something already similar about them.
They both have 2x minus 5.
Great. So they both already have that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to highlight it. I don't need to do anything with those then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They already have that on the bottom. What's important is what they're missing. Okay? So the second one's missing the 3x, and the first fraction's missing the 2x plus 5. So what does that mean I have to do to these fractions?
Okay. So for the 7x, you multiply it by 2x plus 5.
Good. So I'm going to multiply the top by 2x plus 5. And just the top?
Yes. No. Well, the bottom 2.
Yes, the bottom 2. Good. 2x plus 5. And then what do I do on the other side?
On the other side, multiply the top and bottom by 3x.
Yeah, good. Multiply the top and bottom by 3x. So instead of using our distributive property, what are we just left with next?
7x bracket 2x plus 5.
Good.
12x bracket 3x.
Okay,
Or,
let's leave it for now.
okay.
12x, you're right. And bracket 3x. We got to multiply those. You're right, we can combine them. 12 by 3 and x times x. And we could have got something. Then on the bottom, here's the key. What is our numerator, what's our denominator going to be for both of these?
The whole denominator, like just putting it together is...
Okay, so let's just put it all together. And, oh yeah, that's a good line. What's it going to be?
3x bracket 2x minus 5 bracket 2x plus 5.
Good. Because we had a common denominator, we knew we could put them both over something. And we just got to add the ones on top. Okay, so let's work with what we got on top.
Okay. Oh.
What can I do?
Um,
Can I just drop things off? Can I simplify again?
oh, no,
Why not?
because it's not multiplication and division.
That's right. So this 2x plus 5 is very tempting to go like that, right?
Mm.
But in order to do that, I would need another 2x plus 5 over here to eliminate. If I had that on both, I could do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but because I don't, and it's only on one of the terms, I can't just cancel it out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's use our distributive property. Okay, so let's distribute that.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, one last thing we forgot to do. What do we normally do at this point?
Restrictions.
Yeah, let's do some restrictions. So we got to restrict all of the bottom terms, right? So what are our restrictions going to be?
So x cannot equal 0.
Yep.
X cannot equal 5 over 2.
Yep.
And x cannot equal negative 5 over 2.
Good. Good. You didn't even have to set it equal to 0 to do that. Good eye. Okay, so now let's do the distributive property.
Okay.
7x times 2x.
14x squared.
Mhm.
And then 35x.
Any signs in between? Multiplication, division, what do I put?
Adding.
Plus, good. And then?
Plus 36x squared.
Yep, that's right. 36x squared. The bottom is still the bottom. Okay, so we still have 3x. And while I'm writing that out, can we simplify the top anymore?
Clip like terms.
Yeah, let's do that.
50x squared.
50x squared.
Plus 35x.
Yeah, great. Is that it? We're done?
Over the denominator.
Okay, yeah. Once I put that denominator in, are we done?
Yeah.
What's another option I could do on top? Now that I've expanded, what could I do? We did it with everything to start.
Factor it.
Yeah. Can we factor the top?
Yes.
Yeah, we can. So do it in red over here. Factor that. 50x squared plus 35x.
Is it greatest common factor?
Mm-hmm.
So we take 5.
Just 5?
X.
Yeah.
10x plus 7.
Good. So that's what our new top is going to become. 5x times 10x plus 7. Again, over that giant denominator. We get 3x, 2x minus 5, 2x plus 5. Now, anything I can cancel out? Technically, yes. Something I can cancel out. Might not be very obvious because we don't put brackets around it. But I'm not sure? Okay. Technically, this is 5 times x times this. 3 times x times this times this. What's in brackets now that's similar?
X.
Yeah. We can get rid of this x in the front. Okay. So we can get rid of that x in the front. There's a similar like term. And we're left with 5 times 10x plus 7. divided by our denominator, which has now become 3 times 2x minus 5, 2x plus 1. Okay? A lot again on that one. Alright, so this was a bonus question on your test. This one has a lot to do. Okay? First step, let's just try to factor everything, right? So I'm going to quickly, the top guys, can we do any factoring on them?
No.
No, so we're just going to leave them. This guy here, can we factor him? No, he's already been factored. How about him?
Difference of squares.
Good, we'd recognize that. Good, so square minus 1, what's that become?
X plus 1 and x minus 1.
Yeah. And what about this guy here?
Greatest common factor.
Good. So we have 2x minus 2, what does that become?
2 bracket x minus 1.
Great. Okay. What I am going to do, just for simplicity's sake, actually, you know what? I'll do it after, just to explain why after. Okay. So now that I factor everything, I'm going to rewrite this question. So we have our 2x squared. I'm going to write it in a funny order. I'm going to keep that division. 4x plus 7. Okay. And on the bottom, we have our x. Now, this is where I'm going to explain it. I'm going to actually expand this, not in its full form, but I'm just going to write it as 2 brackets, just for if we do have to find denominators and stuff like that. It's going to make it easier for us. Okay, and this became x plus 1, x minus 1, okay, and plus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, so I've kind of expanded all of these now. Now, technically, what we're going to have to do is, because it's a division question, according to BEDMAS, we deal with division first, right? So I'm going to deal with that first. And because it's division, I'm going to flip this and make it a multiplication sign. So I'm going to flip that second fraction there. So let's turn the page again. Okay. So what that's going to become now is 2x squared times, and on top we're going to have x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay. And again, we still have the 7 divided by our 2x minus 1, right? And write these guys out. On the bottom, we get our 4x, and we get x minus 1, x minus 1. Okay. I got to find restrictions, right? So, restriction of this, and the top, because it used to be the bottom, and technically restriction of this. So x cannot be, I'm going to go through quickly here, plus 1 for both of those. 0 for him. Okay. Negative 1, plus 1, and again, plus 1. So there actually aren't that many restrictions. We have plus 1, 0, and negative 1. I think those are our 3 restrictions, right?
Right.
Yep, those are our 3 restrictions. Okay. So when I do go to multiply this, I'm going to combine it into one fraction, just so I can see it a little better, because I eventually have to add, and we need a common denominator. Okay. Now, when I do that, I can actually simplify a little here. What can I simplify? And we're only going to focus on the multiplication right now. What can we simplify?
You can just cross out the second numerator and the first denominator.
Second.
Oh wait,
Yes.
no, wait. That's a plus. So just that one and then one of those.
Yes, good. Okay, we can definitely do that. Good. All right, and we end up with 2x squared times x plus 1 all over x minus, oops. Yeah, let's put the 4x first. 4x and then x minus 1. And this is going to be plus 7, 2 times x minus 1. Now, anything else I can do before I decide to get a common denominator? The brackets, we know there's nothing, right? Because we have a plus and a minus.
Oh, you can
What about these terms?
take 2x out.
Yeah, we can take 2x out and cancel out. That's the way you usually do it, right? The other way you can think of it is we reduce this fraction. This is 4 divided by 2, which can become 1 over 2, right? And I don't need to write the 1 in. Okay, and because this is x squared divided by x, this x drops off, and we're left with just x on top. Okay, so what I mean by that now is we're going to get, I'll write red over it. So this becomes 1 and 2, and this becomes blah, and he disappears. Okay, so we have an idea of what I'm talking about. So in the end, I have x times x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 plus 7 divided by x minus 1. Okay. Look at that. Worked out great. Our denominators are now the exact same, right? So we can just combine that into 1. And we get x times x plus 1 plus 7 divided by 2x minus 1. Now, I can technically still do what now?
Can you make it 7x?
Well, what I could do here is just to see if it's factorable again, because I just combined two tops, right? I can distribute, figure out what's going to be on the top, and see if I can actually factor that. Okay. So what I'm going to get is I'm going to get x squared plus x plus 7 on top. Did you see what I did there? X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x. And technically we're still plus 7. Okay? Divided by, still our denominator, 2x minus 1. Now, this is a quadratic, so we're going to try to factor it and see if we can get anything out of it, okay? It may not be the case, but let's find out. Factors of the first one are 1x and 1x. Factors of the last guy are 1 and 7. I get the feeling we're going to get something here. I got that up to 1x. When I multiply, I get 1x and 7x. Can I do anything? No, that doesn't work. All right? So what you can choose to do is we did go down to this way. Technically, the simplified version is this. But you did take it a step farther, seeing if you could do math. Now, we couldn't, so normally I would assume both of these would be acceptable answers. Okay? But it's important to try that out, because we never know. In the end, we might have been able to factor and simplify once more.